The prophet Ezekiel was given a vision of Egypt's downfall, but prophecy moves in patterns. Assyria once stood as the world's empire, like the cedar of Lebanon, tall, proud, and admired. Then came Egypt, and today, Egypt in prophecy points to America, the greatest power on earth. Ezekiel 31 is not ancient history. Cloaked in symbolism, it is a warning for the near future. Ezekiel 31, 1-2. And it came to pass in the 11th year, in the 3rd month, in the 1st day of the month, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and to his multitude. Whom art thou like in thy greatness? Today this word comes to America's leaders. The challenge is asked again, who are you like in your greatness? You tower above the nations, but your pride has blinded you. Ezekiel 31, 3-9. Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon, with fair branches, and with a shadowing shroud, and of an high stature, and his top was among the thick boughs. The waters made him great, the deep set him up on high, with her rivers running round about his plants, and sent out her little rivers unto all the trees of the field. Therefore his height was exalted above all the trees of the field, and his boughs were multiplied, and his branches became long, because of the multitude of waters, when he shot forth. All the fowls of heaven made their nests in his boughs, and under his branches did all the beasts of the field bring forth their young, and under his shadow dwelled all great nations. Thus was he fair in his greatness, in the length of his branches, for his root was by great waters. The cedars in the garden of God could not hide him. The fir trees were not like his boughs, and the chestnut trees were not like his branches, nor any tree in the garden of God was like unto him in his beauty. I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of God envied him. Assyria was once the superpower of the world. In prophecy, a tree represents a person or a nation. And in this prophecy, we are dealing with a mighty nation, an empire. There is only one empire in the world that best fits the description of the great cedar tree, the British Empire. Assyria points to the British Empire, a mighty cedar that ruled the seas, commanded colonies, and overshadowed nations. Yet even the great cedar of Britain was envied, admired, and then cut down. Out of Britain rose America, the daughter, surpassing the mother, towering even higher than Assyria once did. Ezekiel 31, 10-14. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, because thou hast lifted thyself up in height, and he hath shot up his top among the thick boughs, and his heart is lifted up in his height. I have therefore delivered him into the hand of the mighty one of the heathens. He shall surely deal with him. I have driven him out for his wickedness. And strangers, the terrible of the nations, have cut him off, and have left him. Upon the mountains and in all the valleys his branches are fallen, and all his boughs are broken by all the rivers of the land, and all the people of the earth are gone down from his shadow, and have left him. Upon his ruin shall all the fowls of the heaven remain, and all the beasts of the field shall be upon his branches, to the end that none of all the trees by the waters exalt themselves for their height, neither shoot up their top among the thick boughs, neither their trees stand up in their height, all that drink water, for they are all delivered unto death, to the nether parts of the earth, in the midst of the children of men, with them that go down to the pit. God judged Assyria, he judged Egypt, he judged Britain, and he will judge America. Because of pride, because of self-exaltation, the cedar is handed over to the mighty one of the nations. America's pride in her wealth, her military, and her influence will not protect her from the decree of heaven. Her fall will remind all nations, no tree exalted above others can stand against the Lord. Ezekiel 31:15-17. Thus saith the Lord God, In the day when he went down to the grave I caused a mourning. I covered the deep for him, and I restrained the floods thereof. And the great waters were stayed, and I caused Lebanon to mourn for him, and all the trees of the field fainted for him. I made the nations to shake at the sound of his fall, when I cast him down to hell with them that descend into the pit, and all the trees of Eden, the choice and best of Lebanon, all that drink water shall be comforted in the nether parts of the earth. They also went down into hell with him unto them that be slain with the sword, and they that were his arm, that dwelt under his shadow in the midst of the heathens. When Assyria fell, nations trembled. When Britain's empire collapsed, the world changed forever. When America falls, the shock will shake the earth. Economies will collapse, allies will scatter, nations that once envied her will whisper, If even America can fall, who is safe? Ezekiel 31:18. To whom art thou thus like in glory and greatness among the trees of Eden? Yet shalt thou be brought down with the trees of Eden unto the nether parts of the earth. Thou shalt lie in the midst of the uncircumcised, with them that be slain with the sword. This is Pharaoh and all his multitude, saith the Lord God. The final word is clear. America, the cedar that towers above all, will be brought down, just as Assyria and Egypt before her. Greatness and glory will not shield her from the grave. Unless she repents, America's destiny is sealed. The cedar will fall. Ezekiel 31 is prophecy in motion. Assyria fell, Britain fell, and America, the greatest cedar of them all, will fall unless she humbles herself before the Lord. Will we hear the warning or repeat the pattern? The choice is before us.
Thank you for watching. For more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.